Good morning, YouTube guys and gals. Happy Thanksgiving to all my American viewers and friends. I'm getting late out here. Last week I left you with this all mocked up. This week it's going to be welding in time. What I've done is gone around with an ink pen and marked out. I guess from the factory, every 2 inches was kind of the rule, 2 inches or less for a spot weld. So I'm going to do a plug weld the same way. Anywhere I can, I'll be using this fancy new tool I got. It's a punch or a flange tool. There's a nice clean hole. It's fast. The only downfall is it doesn't have much of a throat, so the punch hole is close to the edge. But that's pretty much standard for a spot weld would be anyways. It'd be right on the lip. So I'm going to do that first off. There'll be some spots I can't reach. That's why I wanted to lay it all out and say to myself, well, can I get my MIG welder in here? Like in there, I can only get maybe 3 spots. So that's where I'm doing. I'm going to pull that off now that I've got them all marked, and I'm going to pop some holes in it, and then we'll put her back on there. I got to clean off the paint where I want to weld and start welding. This is what the fancy tool does. Punches a nice, neat, in this case a 5/16 hole, which should work out pretty good for plug welding. Word to the wise, this is also a crimping tool. Shouldn't do that, but it does a punch out there. You know, guys like yourself and me, you want to push your hand down on it so it's good and tight and all the way in. Well, when you do that and you pull that trigger, that closes too. Hence, blood. But anyways, we're moving on. So I'll give you a quick, it's very casual. That's it. Pull it off. Sticks out a little piece for you. Nice hole. Okay. Just a little safety tip there. Don't put your hand in the jaws that are about to pinch closed. May cause injury. See ya. There you go. We got the rocker is all welded in, top and bottom. Worked out okay. Just need to dress up some of the welds a little bit. I'm gonna put this front cowl piece in. Lower sill, side kicker, I don't know, apron? How's that sound, apron? Got her all in place there, ready to weld. See ya. Okay, that's all welded in tight and solid. Can't go nowhere now. All the spot welds are done. Plug welds, whatever you want to call them. She's all tight. Now we're moving on to the front. Just got her sitting there. There's no screws, no welds, nothing in it. I had to re-level the car. Got the car all leveled up so that I can, frame rails are good. I connected the K member so that I know my distance is good. Height's good. All that wonderful. I got to cut all that crazy green out of there. But, nothing stopped me from doing it. I just got to get to it. It's just horrible 17,000 layers of metal that need to be cut through. See if I can get you a shot of this here. Let me put a light on. With the light, I think you can see a multiple of layers. I think we got at least 3 there. 2 for sure. Solid metal. But, yeah, we're going to have to get that cut out of there. Looks like we just got some caulking along there, so maybe they haven't messed with that part of it. Cut the welds along there. We're saving that, and that. So just this sheet metal portion, I got to do some patching right in there. But let's get one thing done at a time. Although it all seems to have to come together at the same time. I really can't weld any of this until I get this. I got to get both aprons in so that I can get my distance measured out. So yeah, I'll probably have to do more cutting before I can start doing any more welding on the front here. But I'm a little closer now. I got the frame in there. Gonna be good. I guess that's what I gotta do, is cut some of that ugly green out. See ya. Morning. Sunday morning. Yeah. 2 steps forward. 1 step forward, I should say. 2 steps back. It looked like this was coming together, but we're gonna take it apart again. I got into the firewall over here, and there was no surprise to me. I had a feeling, but you pick all the Bondo off, like it is here, and it's just covering up rust. So I dug and I realized I'm getting into the firewall. So the problem I have with the frame rails, even that side, is that they don't get much. Like, I can tag it to the back, but there's nothing up here to hold it from dropping. And it's supposed to be attached to the floor, but I don't have a floor in there to attach it to. So I came to the conclusion I need to do the floor. And I started looking at it, and I was looking online. There's really like only 4 bolts to hold the dash in, so I pulled the dash out. So we can, it's easier to get to the seam up in there. I won't be banging my head on the dash, or for that matter, I'm going to be welding, cutting, and grinding. I don't want to set the stupid thing on fire. But, so that's what my plan is today. I think I'm going to try and cut this sheet metal out and fit the new floor in, and if it all goes well, then I'll keep going. But, no, the day is too short, and the work is too long, but I can't just quit. If I walk away from this at this point, I will be screwed. So, gotta keep motoring. We'll bring you back if something exciting happens. Always does. But dash is out, steering column's out. What an adventure. So anyways, we are gonna sit down and contemplate today's actions. Coffee and a fire. See ya. Kind of like a sunroof, but it's upside down. Maybe a glass bottom boat. Oh, little action shot there for you guys. There we go. What I gotta do now, I've got it like a rough cut. I gotta get up a little closer to the edges here. This is where it was welded on, which was way above where it was supposed to be welded on. The original floor, turn you around here, was actually down here. They welded the new one up here. That's why nothing seemed to fit right. So I can clean this edge up. This is the original floor, still in good shape. Original lip anyways. Clip the spot welds off and put the new floor there. I've got the right proper floor to fit there with the right tabs and everything to locate it. Alright, just thought I'd give you a little bit of a insider shot. See ya. Alright, just wanted to show you where I'm leaving off. There's not much of this car left to go off of. I was counting on measuring off that frame rail. Hasn't moved yet. Started cutting the spot welds off of from the firewall. Along that, cleaning that lip up there, because that's where the new floor pan's got to go. Like, that's what's left of the newer replacement one, whatever. But that edge there, I've got to do some repairs along there. If you can see light coming through there, I've got to put about a 1-inch strip in there to give it something to actually weld to. Put the little boxes in the corner here, torque boxes, I don't know what you want to call them. They, in my opinion, they do a pretty good job of locating the frame. Distance from the rocker and whatnot. That's going to work good on this side. That side hasn't moved. I did notice that frame rail's been removed and re-welded on, whether it's a new one or the original one re-welded. So the front end of this car's been off before, so we'll have to see. If any of you guys got a good way to square this thing up before I start welding this frame rail in, now would be the time to speak up. But I think I'll be alright. It's only a Dodge. Anyways, that's it for the weekend, Sunday afternoon. I'm going to go inside and rest my weary neck. Getting tired of being hunched over this thing. I think we'll be alright sitting here the way she is for now. See ya.